Hi, welcome to my video on the addition and subtraction of square root radicals, part 4. Just an extension on 2. In this one, you're going to see that we should simplify the radical first. What if the radicals can be simplified? Always simplify a radical so like radicals can be identified and then added or subtracted. So let's do some examples. Simplify each. Root 8 is the root of 4 times 2. Root 18 is the perfect square is 9 times 2. Square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 root 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so it's 3 root 2. And we have like radicals, so we add. 2 plus 3 is 5 root 2. So notice I simplify first, because if I don't, I won't be able to add them. B, root 12, root 75, 10 root 3. Root 12 is perfect square is 4 times 3. A perfect square factor of 75 is 25 times 3. And root 3 is already simplified. You can't simplify any further. So 4 root 3, square root of 4 is 2, root 3. Square root of 25 is 5, root 3. Subtract 10 root 3. And we have all the same radicals. Root 3's are all like terms. So 2 plus 5 is 7, minus 10 is a negative 3 root 3. C, we have to simplify these first, but we have a double negative, so let's make that a plus. And we have 20 is the square root of 4 is a perfect square factor, 4 times 5. And 32 is 16 is a perfect square, so 16 times 2. 45, perfect square factor is 9 times 5. 72 is, let's see, 72. 2 into 72 goes 30, 36 is a perfect square factor. And the square root of 9 is 3. So this is 2 root 5. 16 is a 4 and a root 2. 9 is a 3 and a root 5. And 36 is 6 and a root 2 plus the 3. Now we'll group our like terms. Let's put the 3 first because it's a rational number or an integer. Let's put the root 5s next. Root 5. And then we have the root 2's. Really makes no difference what the order is, but I like to have the rational numbers or integers first. So there's only 1, 3, you can't change it. 2 subtract 3 is negative 1, so I could make that a 5 and make it negative. And we have a negative 2 root 2. So to write that better here, so that's 3, subtract root 5, subtract 2 root 2. Plus a negative, don't normally do that. Okay, practice means pause the video, work out the answer, and press play to see if you're right. Here we go. Root 2 is already simplified because it's 2 times 1. 18, a perfect square, is 9 times 2. Root 50 is 25 times 2 as a perfect square factor. Root 2 is okay. 9 times 2 is 3 root 2. 25 times 2 is 5 root 2. And all the roots are the same, so 1, that's a 1, plus 3 plus 5 is 9 root 2. Number 2, 6 root 3 is already simplified. Root 3 can't go any further. Root 2 can't go any further. And 27. Now if you want, you can go up on top and save you a step. 27 is 9 times 3, so that could become 3 root 3. That saves you an extra step and works things out fast. You don't have to write it down like this all the time. You could put it I put it at the top and just write the answer down. And we have, they're not all the same, so 6 root 3, add on 3 root 3, subtract 10 root 3. 10 root 2, sorry. Root 3's add up, so that's a 9 root 3. Subtract 10 root 2. Number 3, root 40, root 200, root 90. They all got zeros, so let's see. 4 times 10, 200 is 100 times 10. And 90, 100 times 2, sorry. My multiplication is off this morning. 4 times 10 is 40, 100 times 2, and 90. 200 is 100 times 2, and 90 is 9 times 10. That's the perfect square factors. And that's 2 root 10. Square root of 100 is 10, so that's 10 root 2. Square root of 9 is 3, so it's 3 root 10. Group the like radicals together. Root 10s is here twice, and a root 2, so 2 root 10 and 3 root 10 and 10 root 2. 2 and 3 is 5, so it's 5 root 10 plus 10 root 2. Sometimes I find myself, I say one thing and write another, or write another and say it different, so bit of dyslexic going on here, but that's a little glitch. Number 4, root 24, root 20, root 54, root 80. Here we go. No double negatives, so 24 is a 4 times 6. 20 is 4 times 5. 56 nines are 54. 9 times 6, and 80, square root of 80, perfect square in 80. Let's see, sometimes you can't see it right away, so you say, well, it's even, so let's go with 80 is a 40, and 40 is a 20, and that's a 4 and a 5, so I see a 16 times 5 as a perfect square. Remember, I could have also written it down like this. I could have wrote it down as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So 2 2's would have been a 2. 2 more 2's would have been a 2. And I would have come up with the 4 root 5 eventually, like right here. 16 is 4 root 5. And I did this one because I did this one first. That's a 2 root 6. This one is a 2 root 5, and this one is a 3 root 6. Group the like terms together, so 2 root 6 minus 3 root 6 minus 2 root 5 minus 4 root 5 to group together. Notice the signs didn't change when I group them. So that's a negative 2, subtract 3 is a negative 1, is a negative root 6. And negative 2, negative 4 is a negative 6 root 5. Okay, let's continue. Notice we're simplifying first. Very important, be able to simplify these. Very important to know the perfect squares from, 1 squared up to 15 squared. Memorize those. So here we go. Simplify these. No double negatives, so 12 is 4 times 3. 16 is just a 4. 75 is 25 times 3. The square root of 100 is a 10. Simplify this one. We get 2 root 3. The 4 is already done. This is 5 root 3. And the 10 is done. Group the like terms together. Again, I put the integers or rational numbers first and the radicals after. There they are. So that's negative 6 and a negative 3 root 3. You add these two, negative 6, you add these two. And number 6, as I look through, I see a double negative, so we make that a plus. And no more double negatives. 45 is 9 times 5. And the square root of 81 is a 9. And 125, perfect square, is 25. See a 5, so we'll try 25. So 25 times 5 is 125. Square root of 169 is 13. And 8 is 4 times 2. Remember now, you could have written 9 times 5 up on top and then just did 3 root 5. That's a 9. That's a 5 root 5. That's 13. And that's square root of 4 is 2, so it's 2 root 2. Again, if you put 4 times 2 up at the top, you could have omitted this and gone right to here. If you put 25 times 5 at the top of here, you could have gone to here. If you put 9 times 5 right here, so this step would not be necessary, but that's your choice, not mine right now. Once you get used to it, you can go a little bit faster. Group your numbers together, so 9 minus 13, I got a 3 root 5, 5 root 5, and a 2 root 2. And 9 minus 13 is negative 4. 3 plus 5 is 8, root 5. And 2 root 2 stays like that because there's no more radicals to go with it. And here's the last one. Double negative. I like to get rid of double negatives to make it positive. And 60. Let's go shorter this time. 63 is 9. 7 9s are 63. 200 is 100 times 2. 49, well, that's a 9. And 400 is a 20. And 28 is 4 times 7. And that's already done as 11 root 2. So this becomes 3 root 7. This becomes 10 root 2. And this one is 2 root 7. Now I could have did this as I went along. 9 times 7, which is 3 root 7. 100 times 2 here is 10 root 2. So I could have did it along like that. But I just wanted to show you. Putting these up at the top saves you a step. Now let's put the numbers together. Negative 7 plus 20. Put the root 7s together. 3 root 7. Do I have any? Oh, I got a 2 root 7. And root 2s is 10 root 2. And a negative 11 root 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got them all. And that's a 13. And add up the root 7s, I get a 5 root 7. And add up the root 2s, I get a negative 1 root 2, or just negative root 2. And fully simplified. Notice these are not alike, you can't combine them. And that brings us to the end of this video. And if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell because there's more videos coming your way. And write a comment on my video if you wish. If you're a subscriber, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, where you get information on me, my degrees and teaching experience. The section of video talks about the strategy you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the content section has the topics and the number of videos on those topics. That's on my YouTube channel, Math Fully Explained. And the black font is what's online right now, and the red font is what will be online in the near future. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.